All right, let's talk about one of the biggest problems in terms of getting water leaks here on the top of the Jeep on the driver's side, in terms of how water is actually getting into the Jeep and actually coming down, and people, tons of reports that water is actually dripping out of this A-pillar mucket, and guess where it lands? Right in this area, right on the door handle. So there's no mystery to this. All right. It seems to be a huge mystery, but I'm going to show you exactly what the problem is. All right. So your freedom panel sits into, this actual A-pillar mucket, which is part of the entire header seal. And what happens is the panel is supposed to sit in here in a perfect world. And what it does is it presses out and then closes this seal. So now we don't have water that's entering from the top of the door or from the water runoff that comes. And then, this gap that's here actually finds its way, then finds its way in between this flap deal, which I don't know. The design is kind of weird, but let's go ahead and show you how to fix it. So when the panel actually goes in here, what it's supposed to do is sit inside, and it opens that up, and then it compresses that seal, okay, to equal compression. So when it comes in, as you can see, we have some space there. When the panel goes in, it closes it up this way, and the rest of the freedom panel pushes the seal. So it's an even seal completely across. So now you're following why this alignment of the door is super important. And like I said, it all starts with the freedom panel. If the freedom panel is actually now, because of the pin, this is all one big puzzle. The pin has the panel actually sitting turned out because you've slammed it in here and you didn't realize. This is what happens. The panel now sits in here in the adjustment, and the panel is actually sitting out, creating that whole gap in between here and letting water pass and fill up the mucket. So that's why this has to be completely straight. So I'm going to show you one of the biggest things that we found with this. All right. So now we're talking about this part here, which is the A-pillar mucket. This is designed to be the bridge between the hardtop windshield, and the freedom panel. All right. The windshield, the freedom panel. All right. So what happens is it's supposed to sit right in this deal, in this A-pillar mucket. And there was a piece of foam that was in here. Actually, I have it right here. Okay, this was the foam that was in here. And we did all of our alignment and had everything nice and perfect. And come to find out, we had this in here, and this was pretty much like this. So if you go out to your vehicle, you have a new header seal, you're going to see this piece of foam that's in here. And they're putting this as a sponge so that it can just soak up water and slow it down. All right. But when we did all our alignment and we had everything perfect, we were still getting this drip that was coming into the door handle. So I went back up here and I said, hold on a second. This whole thing was kind of curled over this way, because when you put the freedom panel in, it just keeps hitting it and hitting it. And now it's starting to make, this into a big mess. So with this piece that's in here, it's not allowing this to sit flush and close. So what I did is I ripped it out, threw it away. Well, it was on the dashboard, but you don't need that. And you want this to sit nice and even. So when you close your door, it actually sits perfectly without any other interruptions, for lack of better terms. All right. But I want to show you exactly how this entire thing works. Now, what you need to do is go outside and take a look at your A-pillar mucket. And what I discovered is you'll see it's in with a rivet right here, a black rivet. Now, this rivet, when I came and inspected this vehicle, this whole seal had been changed, and I went to move it around and see what was going on, because I completely understand how this works. When I wiggled it around, the rivet that was in here literally just popped out and fell on the floor. Now that's a bad deal. So right now there's nothing in there. All right. So this is what's happening with this A-pillar mucket. This is exactly what it's doing now. That's its only set point for where this thing actually gets secured to. If we take this up and out, okay, this actually goes right here. There's a rivet hole that goes there, and it holds this entire A-pillar mucket together. Now, the whole construction of this, it's actually just, a piece of metal that goes up and makes it bend. So this whole bend that you have here is just one piece of metal, and then it's covered in this, rubber deal. So what happens is when the door is actually coming and slamming on the A-pillar mucket, it's taking it and it's moving it and it's doing all types of weird things. So what we did is we went ahead and took that out, and then you can replace that with a screw. Now you can find a screw that is going to be very similar to this one. All right. So this one I just borrowed off the door so you guys can have an idea of gauge of in terms of screw that you want to put in there. That's an 1/8 inch hole that's in there. So, this is actually a bigger thread, and I actually got this screw from the bottom of the door. I borrowed it right from here. Okay. So you have two, one here, just so you guys can have an idea of gauge. I just borrowed it from here. It's not bothering anybody. We'll go ahead and replace it, but I need to show you guys exactly the screw that goes in there. They'll actually put this in. Okay. This is a T20. All right. And then when this goes into the hole, all right, I'll show you that in a second. When I put it back, it actually holds this entire piece nice and rigid. So now once this is down and it's rigid, this doesn't have anywhere to move. So here's the problem. Even if the rivet is in there, remember the rivet's going into a hole and it works on compression where it compresses from behind and kind of squeezes open. With the door constantly slamming on here, it's loosening this thing up. And as we saw, it just literally fell out. But I want to show you exactly how this design is, all right, and why you're having problems. So I'm going to take this off. This whole deal is sitting on like an 1/8 inch piece of metal here. All right. And what it does is it clips on right here in the back. Now this clip that's right here in the back is actually a piece of metal where it goes to the sleeve. It's way open and way loose. So when this is actually installed on there, go outside and verify, this whole A-pillar mucket is just moving all the way around. So there is no set point for it. So I went ahead and did is I squeezed it closed. You can do that, or you can actually just put a towel around this and then take some pressure pliers or anything of that nature and just push it closed so that when you get onto this little 1/8 inch piece of metal, it can actually sit on here and not be wiggling around. All right. So what's happening is a couple of things. When the door is hitting on here, whether this is on, off, secure, not secure, what it's doing is every time it's pushing this bracket right here. So this is the big culprit. This thing moves. See, I can move it this way. I can move it this way. So it's just kind of dancing and moving around. So that's the big problem that you're going to have. So once you take yours off, you close up this little lip that's on here and you put this down. All right. You can actually feel it go on there nice and tight. And look, it doesn't want to move, but you see what happens down here. Okay. You shine the light on it. All right. What happens down here is this whole thing is moving. So with that whole rivet deal being either on, off, maybe not, it's not allowing this to do its job. So you want to go ahead and replace that, get that in there. Once you have it in there, it doesn't move. It's super secure. And then also close that little piece that I showed you here in the back. You're going to close this up as well too. And then once you have it all closed, remember this happens to move in and out. So when you put your freedom panel on, I'm going to show you next that what you're going to end up doing is then being able to adjust this bracket. See, I can move it out. I can move it in when it's all together and all secured. And what we're going to want to do is the objective is that when the freedom panel sits in here, because it's already aligned with the pinhole in the front and also on the rear hardtop, that we want this actual freedom panel to sit completely flat and straight with the rest of the freedom panel. A lot of times I see this is actually, twisted in or twisted out. So the freedom panel sits in here and it's either poking out, something like this. You can verify on yours, or the whole thing is in. We want this entire freedom panel to be completely straight, completely level.